Welcome back to another live here with Design Bundles. I am officially back. Welcome, guys. I am so excited to be here. I missed you guys so much. And you guys let me know down below, did it feel like I was gone a year? I felt like I was gone forever, but I am back and I'm so excited to share with you guys my little journey. If you guys are new here or you guys missed it, I went on a cruise, a 7-day cruise. So I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of how that all went down. But let's go ahead and get started about talking about today's video first. We are going to do 5 data. These are free files from us from here on Design Bundles. Free files, guys. 5 of them. We've got last minute ideas. So you guys know Father's Day is this Sunday. And in case you guys need a last minute gift, whether you guys are doing it today, sometime this week, or within hours, I have some super easy stuff for you. So we are going to be doing a giveaway today. We are giving away 3 free months of Plus. I'm trying to get back in the hang of things. 3 free months of Plus membership. And the hashtag to win is hashtag dad. So down in the comments below, use hashtag dad for a chance to win 3 free months. We're going to announce that live. So we're going to pick somebody live today. So if you guys are watching on the replay, we have already picked a winner. Now, if you guys do want to be a part of a giveaway that is not live, definitely make sure you guys join our Facebook community group because we do giveaways and things like that over there as well. All right. So as you guys are joining, let me know where you guys are crafting from and how's the weather. So let's go ahead and dive in, and then I'll give you guys all of the information about the cruise. All right, so let's go ahead and first talk about all of these details. So I went on a 7-day, I think it was a Western Caribbean, don't even judge me, but I went to Belize, I went to Mahogany Bay, and I went to Cozumel, and it was 7 whole days. We had some sea days, and then obviously our ports. Now I want to go ahead and give you guys, I asked you guys before we went on the trip, what was some things that I should take? So now I want to tell you guys, in case you guys are going to do a cruise, whether you're doing it this summer at any point in time, the 3 things that I recommend is using the patch. So if you guys get any sort of nausea or seasick, or you think that you want to take something with you, talk to your doctor about getting like the little patches that go behind your ear for nausea, because it was amazing. Now I did get a side effect. The only side effect it had was blurred vision, but it was more if you were trying to read something up close. I know it sounds crazy as it is, but it worked great. I only switched it twice. It worked super amazing. The second one I highly recommend is Downy Wrinkle Releaser. It's this spray that you can spray on your clothes to release your wrinkles. It's like magic. So that way, whenever you guys are going to go that evening in a dress or anything like that, you can release those wrinkles. You don't need an iron or anything. So I recommend that. And then the third thing is, don't overpack. You're going to want to say, hey, I want to take 20 outfits because I don't know what I want to wear. There's laundromats, or washing machines, washer and dryers on there, if you will, on all of the floors, I think from 1 to 9. I found this out like 2 days before it ended. So really you could wash your clothes, because at the end of the day, you have to take all of that off the cruise with you. And it is heavy. You have to lug that. You can go down the elevator, which is crammed because you have 4,600 people trying to go off that elevator or go down the stairs. So highly recommend, pack light, wash your clothes. All right, so I want to show you guys a few pictures today. So Brittany was amazing to make this video for us. So we just made a little video to kind of show you guys. So here is the ship that I was on. Now I want to go back and I'm going to show you guys. So this boat that I'm showing you, this little one, we got on this boat. So in order to go to Belize, I want to say in the middle of the ocean, but it took us 25 minutes to get from this boat to Belize. You had to get on this little bitty ship. So go down to floor 0, get on this little bitty ship here, and then go across the ocean. So you guys can kind of see that water going there. Go across the ocean to go to Belize. So I think that's the stupidest thing, if I can say that word today, that I did, but it was definitely an experience. Nothing happened, but these are 12,000 feet deep of water. When the captain came on at one point, the first time, he said it was 11,500 feet. And I was like, did you just say 1,500? No. So then it was like 12,000 feet deep. It's crazy. As you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. So this one, I took this little bitty boat here and we went over to Belize. It was amazing over there. It was really cool learning the different cultures, talking to different people. I loved it. So the next ones here, we went to Mahogany Bay. I got to hold monkeys. So there was a couple different monkeys that I got to hold. One was a mama with her little baby on the back. And this little guy here, he actually kept trying to drink my water. So he was drinking all the condensation off my bottle and then was trying to open the lid to get in there. So share water with a monkey and your life will be amazing. So here is the monkey with the baby. And then I got to hold a sloth, guys. So the sloth was amazing, just super chill. The face reminds me of a turtle. And what's crazy is my daughter here, you can see her feeding that sloth with they eat leaves. So they eat faster than they move. It's just like a turtle. If you've ever fed a turtle a leaf or anything, that's exactly how they are. Super, super sweet. And then this bridge was in that same area and we walked on that. And that was another crazy thing. I thought, why are we on this bridge just to take photos? So super fun things. And then every day we got a new little animal here. And then you guys can see the ship. This was day one. It was like a super big party down there. So much fun. So that's my cruise. It was amazing. I highly recommend it. I loved it. So if you guys are wondering and you guys are nervous about cruises, it was so much fun. Highly recommend. And one thing that I recommend too is if you can avoid it, don't get the internet package. Go on this cruise free and just enjoy your time. Put that phone down, enjoy the time with your family. It's like a whole nother world. You're on there with 4,600 other people and everybody's nice. Enjoy your time. And like I said, highly recommend that you go on a cruise. All right, so here we go. So let's go ahead and go on with the video. As you guys are joining, like I said, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you guys are just now joining, the hashtag for today is #dad. So drop that down in the comments below in order for a chance to win 3 free months of the Gold Plus membership. So what we're doing today is I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to head over here really quick. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys some of the free files that we offer. If you guys don't know, we actually have a ton. Hello, Michael. Thank you so much. By the way, huge shout out to Michael for taking over the channel while I was gone. That shirt was phenomenal. And whenever he was making his coaster, I was watching it last night, I was screaming, no, because he put it on backwards. But that shirt was amazing. I cannot wait to make one. So much fun. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I wanted to tell you guys, did you know that we have free files too? So if you guys are just now checking out Design Bundles and you're new, or whether you guys have been here for a while, we have a ton of free files. So if you actually come up to the top of Design Bundles here, you can see where it says free designs. And whenever you click that, you're going to see tons of them. Now here on the left, it's easy. So if you're here for SVGs, you can say free SVGs and then scroll through them. You can choose whether you're here for backgrounds. Maybe you're here for, let me show you really quick. I know I had it here, mock-ups. Okay, say for example, I was here to test out some of the mock-ups. We have some free mock-ups going on. You can click on mock-ups so that way you can get there super duper easy. But I want to show you going down through here. We have tons of stuff for Father's Day, not only just Father's Day. Look at this, 4th of July. These designs are amazing. And like I said, they're free. Paper crafts, SVGs, sublimation files. We got stuff for your laser machines. You name it, it's here. If you haven't checked it out, you have to. So one of the bundles I'm using today is right here. This is free. It's a huge bundle. Look at this thing. This is Daddy and Me. So this is some matching designs. So today I'm going to use these designs to create these matching tumblers. So I've made this is a 16-ounce tumbler, so a smaller one. And then there's a kid one here. So that way we can make matching ones. And the ones I am using, they say snack dealer and snack stealer. So I thought that was super cute. But you can make t-shirts. You can do, you can use your Cricut or your Silhouette, and you can use heat transfer vinyl. You could use adhesive vinyl, or maybe even sublimation. You can do whatever you want to do with these. Coffee mugs, t-shirts, they're free. All of these are free for you guys. So definitely check it out. Look at this super cute one for 4th of July as well. Another one that I'm going to show you guys, we're going to do this one towards the end. I'm going to show you guys in Canva. This is a question that I've been getting on some recent lives, and we get it all of the time, is how do you use these clip arts? How do you put these pieces together? And I'm going to show you that today because we are going to make this little card here. So last minute. Now I have more ideas with this one, and what I was actually going to do today, but I forgot to bring the picture frame. My daughter, for my husband for Christmas, ordered something just like this, and she had it printed out so we could frame it for my husband, and she paid like $35, $45 for it. So these are things that you could make and sell, or you could make them, like I said, to gift to somebody. So what you could do is ultimately print this out 8.5 by 11 or something like that, put it in a picture frame, put it on a coffee mug. I mean, the lists are endless, but I made a quick little card there. We're going to do that one in Canva, like I said. We're going to make some t-shirts. We are going to make a hoodie today. And then I also made this coffee mug here. So let me go down, which is right here. So this bundle right here, I made this coffee mug. So I did this one, which is, oh, let me see. Let me see if I can get up here closer. So we got dad jokes, loading, please wait. And then we also have grandpa is my name and spoiling is my game. So whether you guys are gifting to dad, grandpa, we've got you covered. So I put a design front and back on this mug just to show you too. And that's from this bundle. Free. So like I said, we're doing completely free today. But I wanted to point out to you guys, in case you did not know, there is so many. So check this out. I'm going to go over, look at this. So we've got 5. If you click on page 5, I'm going to scroll through here really quick. Look at this beach one here. So cute. Lots and lots of fun stuff here. This one I'm using today on a hoodie, by the way. Tie-dye stuff going on here. We've got page after page. These are endless. I was clicking through here today. Look at this cow one. So stinking cute. And I got to page 18 and I gave up because there were so many, because I wanted to come in here and show you guys all of these designs. And I thought there's going to be no way I can show all of these in one day. I mean, look at me. I'm on page 11 and these things are still going. So I hope that you guys may have learned a little sneak peek today about our free files. Once again, if you guys are looking for those, they're right up here at the top. You're just going to click on free designs. And once again, you can narrow those. So if you're here for Procreate designs or their the brushes and all those things, we have tons of stuff for you as well. So if you guys need some stuff for your Procreate, so there is that. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to show you some of the ones that I pre-made. I pre-made 3 things today, and then we are making 2 things is what we're doing. So like I said, I did the coffee mug. I've already showed you guys that. I've showed you guys the card here. And then another one I did, this is out of that same bundle. I believe it's out of this bundle here that I put on the coffee mug, and it is so cute. It says, if dad can't fix it, we are screwed. It is so stinking cute. I just threw this with black HTV on a white t-shirt. You could throw it on a black t-shirt with white HTV. I mean, some basic stuff here, guys. Super, super easy. And you can grab white t-shirts. You can even grab those locally at a lot of different stores for a couple bucks. So super, super easy. Now, the one that I'm going to do right now that we're ready to go for is these tumblers. I've already taped down one side. I've got my tumbler press here at 365 for 70 seconds. I have it at the correct temperature today. And then all we're simply going to do for this one, I've already taped one side. They're going to be super easy and quick. We're going to go ahead and clean this side. We're going to remove the lid and straw. Once again, as you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. I bought the iPad and Procreate only so much time in a day. Oh my gosh, Procreate, I love. I wish too that I had more time to really dive into that. That'll make you an artist really quick. Even if you don't have, that artistry skills. I mean, it doesn't take long to really learn that. There's just so much to learn. I agree. I love it. All right, let's see, snack dealer. I'm trying to make sure I've lined these in the same direction. So we're just going to take it like this. I did actually both sides. So you can just do one side if you wanted to, but I'm going to do both. So that way, no matter which way you have the tumbler turned. So I'm doing it on both, and I just taped it simply down both sides here. So now what I'm going to do, I've already adjusted this. So before you ever turn on your tumbler press, always make sure you adjust those dials. So I'm going to go ahead and get this in here. Once again, this is a 16 ounce. I only need to press it once because it's not a full wrap. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go. Another thing that you're going to need if you're going to use your tumbler press is a pair of heat gloves. Now, if you have a mug press that is sideways like this where you can slide, you can pretty much probably get away with that. These really can't fit into the Cricut mug press, so I wouldn't attempt that. Usually the Cricut mug press will just turn itself off. So we're going to go ahead and let that guy go. Now, while we're letting that guy go, I'm going to go ahead and tape on the other kid one. So these tumblers right here are amazing. I got them from JP Plus, and you can get them in pink as well. So it has a pink lid for the girls. We actually have a video on here, I think a couple different ones, where we have made some really cute kid tumblers. So once again, you just want to make sure that your tumbler is nice and clean. And then we're just going to quickly tape this down. Whoop, tape this down, make sure my mouse is not clicking anything, and get ready to pull that out. So you're just going to pull tight on the other side and tape. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get that glove on. And then we're going to get this one out of here. Be sure y'all, oh, thank you so much, Michael. You are amazing. All right. Let's see here. Be sure y'all show some appreciation for 5 free projects by hitting the like button. Thank you so much, Michael. I am great RVing, but crafting as well. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off. So once again, when you're working with these, now I tested these both before I got started, and they both had the same dimensions, so they both fit really well. So we're going to go and do the same thing, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this in, and I'm only going to need to press it once. And I may actually go ahead and bring it in just a smidge. There we go. Hopefully, I'm going to do it one more time just to be sure. There we go. I think that's good. So we're going to let it go for 70 seconds. And while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and start to peel this one so we can see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and get this other glove. And shrink wrap, I have found, is not all shrink wrap is created. 100%, I agree. Not all shrink wrap. The subless shrink, if that's what you're talking about, is not created equally. But yes, you could definitely get subless shrink and put this in a convection oven as well. All right, let's see here. So it's just a great little gift for Dad. So I'm going to go ahead and peel that snack dealer. So stinking cute. Love it. Now, one thing you can do, you could use our program Designscape if you guys are a Gold Plus member, and you can also change the colors of these if you wanted to. But I really love the way they came out. So I think we're almost done there. I'm going to let this finish cooling, and then we'll put that lid. But super, super cute. And I'll actually do this, so hopefully you guys can see that. Snack dealer. Is that not funny? You could put these on t-shirts. The list is endless, but these are free designs, guys. So stinking cute. All right, I'll bring that back up. We are almost done here. And I am going to get ready for the next. All right. There we go. All right, so I'm going to pull this one out, set it out for just a second, get our little tweezers here so I can peel these. And this one is Snack Stealer. I'll show you guys in just a second. And I think it goes pretty good with this lid here. You could also change these so that way they match. Once again, we have a video showing that. We did a dinosaur and I believe a princess one. They were so stinking cute. And there we go. So we have Snack Stealer. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys one more time over here so you guys can see that. So we have Snack Stealer. And then we have Snack Dealer. Now, I want to say that Brittany thought these were super cute when we had a meeting about these about a week or so ago. And I was like, we have to do these. But you could throw these on a t-shirt using HTV. You could throw these. You can make some stickers and all kinds of fun stuff. But how cute is this to have a matching tumbler set? I love it. So I'm going to let these ones cool down for just a second before we put the lid. And while we do that, we'll go ahead and prep up and get ready. I'm going to shut this down, and then we're going to go ahead and turn on our bigger heat press over here. Now, if I'm going too fast, remember, this is like day one. I feel like when you take a break for an entire week, it's like starting completely over. The other thing is, if you've ever taken a cruise, I feel like I'm kind of rocking still a little bit. I have sea legs. Have you guys ever, like, you drive up the mountain and it's like your ears feel like they need to pop? That's how I am. I've been like that ever since I've been back. So I'm going to go ahead and get my heat press over here ready to go. So what I've got going on here is I'm going to do 315 for 30 seconds. I'm doing a hoodie. Now wait till y'all see this hoodie. Okay. So we made this, me and my girls had made this last year, and I've been trying to find something to do with it. So number one, we're doing the WTF. This is Where's the Fish? I thought it was so cute because if you've ever been out on a boat, even if it's summertime, sometimes that breeze gets you and you just need that little hoodie. Plus, if it's Father's Day, I mean, he can get a hoodie and use it towards the fall time or whatever. It's Father's Day, right? It's a gift. So here's the hoodie. Wait till y'all see it. It's so stinking cute. So in the summertime, what do? We tie-dye stuff. It's so much stinking fun. And there's so many videos here on YouTube about tie-dyeing, different ways to do this. Like you can tell that we twisted this one like this. This was a completely white hoodie that you can just go get locally from a craft store like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and things like that. We can definitely link one down below. completely white. This is a Gildan hoodie, and we just tie-dyed it. I want to say that this was black, and I think it was just black maybe that we did on this white hoodie. I cannot remember. And it gave off these like greens and blacks and blues and stuff like that. Like, check this side out. So stinking cute. So get a white hoodie, tie-dye that thing, and then we're going to apply. So I went ahead and went with black, but you could do whatever you want to. Maybe you want to do like a black flock or something like that. So for Father's Day, get that white hoodie, tie-dye that thing. You could use if it was a polyester, you could definitely do the sublimation paint like Mr. Crafty Pants showed you. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to press this. So once again, I've got my heat press going 315 for 30 seconds. So I'm going to try to set these guys out of the way. I think they're ready to move for a second. They're still a little bit warm. I'll put those lids on in just a second. And I'm going to go ahead and get everything out of the way. Once again, as you guys are joining, welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to know where you guys are from and what are you guys working on today? Anything special for Father's Day? Are you guys going anywhere? And then here's that other t-shirt that I made in case you guys are just now joining as well. So I'm going to get that out of the way here. And then we are going to prep up our area. All right. Here we go. I'm going to get those out of our way. I'm trying to make sure I'm not blocking anything here. I've got the lid blocking. Get that out of the way here. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So stinking cute. Once again, tie-dyed. I really think that we used black and it did this, and we just did the twist method all the way through and then some rubber bands. Once again, lots of tutorials to do that. If you guys want to see how I tie-dyed this and we can do a whole thing on it, let me know and we'll do an entire video dedicated to it. All right, so I've got this down and I'm going to go ahead and drop y'all real quick. All right, so here we go. Scoot this stuff up. From the UK, welcome, welcome from Maryland. Welcome, guys. Welcome from New Zealand. Oh, my goodness. Did I say that? New Zealand? New Zealand? I don't know. Today, I'm telling you guys, I'm still at sea. Okay, so here we go. So y'all let me know down below. What do y'all think about this tie-dye? Did this not come out amazing? And we did it by ourselves. What a great project for the kiddos to do for that. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to place this on the t-shirt somewhere right about here. I'm going to pinch my design in the center. And then I'm thinking whenever you're trying to find that center, I just go by the neck tag or like right here in the center of this piece here. And then somewhere right about there, it looks pretty good. So I think I'm happy with that. I'm using my bigger Cricut Easy Press, the 10 by 12. It's perfectly going to go on top, and we're going to press it 315 for 30 seconds. Would love to see how you made it perfect, Kathy. I'll definitely get it done for you guys. So we'll go through the complete process of this so I can show you guys how easy it is to tie-dye white hoodies. And imagine you could put beach vibes on here, because my daughter, she took a hoodie with us on the cruise to use for over a bathing suit. Lots of different things that you guys could do with these. I did the first tie-dye. Sweet. I already made, let's see, I did the first tie-dye this weekend with red, white, and blue. Ooh, perfect. That is awesome. I love that. I already made a shirt with HTV and a coaster with infusible ink. That is amazing. If you joined our Facebook community group, make sure you guys are sharing your finished projects so we can check them out. All right, so with this, we can just kind of let it cool for just a second. This is Caesar Easy Weed. It's actually a warm to hot peel. And so I'm going to go ahead and carefully fill this up. Now, if you guys are using the Cricut Easy Press, Cricut recommends that you actually flip it over and press again for about another 15 seconds. So that's what we're going to do. If you were using a bigger heat press, you would not need to do that. And now I've already pre-washed this too. So once we obviously got all the ink and stuff, we pre-washed it in the, I want to say the dishwasher. I'm telling you, I'm not on Earth right now. In the washing machine. Love it. My daughter and I made the tie-dye last year and it came out so nice. I love tie-dye. I feel like it's the best summer project for the kiddos, even adults. I love making tie-dye. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys back up here. And there you guys have it. How stinking cute is this? So instead of just showing you guys just a basic hoodie, I had to do something tie-dye. So you guys could definitely still throw this design on a t-shirt, coffee mug, all sorts of things, on a colored hoodie if you wanted to, a solid white one if you wanted to. But I really thought it would be a fun project for this tie-dye. And I've had this, like I said, we made this last year and I've been trying to decide what design I wanted to put on here, and I thought it came out amazing. So you guys let me know down below, what do you guys think about the hoodie? I love it. I think it is so stinking cute. Love, 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 love it. So there we have it. So cute. All right. So as you guys are, let's see, love it. I love it. Love it. Love the videos you do for us, Crystal. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys don't know how much you guys mean to me. Being able to craft with you guys live every single Monday, 2 times at the end of the week for our dollar deal is so much fun. I truly appreciate you guys. You will never know how much I appreciate y'all. I always have a ton of fun. So I'm going to pop these back on so that way you guys can see the finished product on this too. So now you guys can see that too. So snack dealer and snack stealer. So there's our matching tumbler sets. Super easy. Also, I wanted to, let me see if I have them in here. Nope, I left them in there. Did you guys know that Walmart has these glass bottles that you guys can sublimate? Y'all give me 2 seconds. I'm going to go grab it. 1 second. I meant to bring these with me in here, but I have a video coming very soon. So if you guys are looking for last minute and you guys need something that you can sublimate, did you know that you guys can sublimate on these glass bottles from Walmart? I don't know the exact time and temp just yet, but I want to say that I would want to do the 365 for 70 seconds. They have white ones that are like this, because the clear ones, I don't know how those would come out, but you have white. I got a mint frosted one like this. And then I've got this little bit of an orange one here. They had blue, they had several colors, but what you want to do with something like this one would be absolutely perfect because the design's going to come out on there amazing. These were around $5, maybe $5.80, $5.90, let's just say $6. So you really want to go with the lighter colors. So like these two will be perfect. I would do something more black on these here. They're going to pop off there a lot better. But if you guys are looking for something really cool for Father's Day last minute, think about throwing these designs on here as well. So I wanted to show you guys those today. All right, let's see. Our Walmart is called Kmart and Warehouse. Well, hopefully you guys have something just as similar. All right, so let's go ahead and head on over. Let me get my mouse here. I have looked for those at our Walmart, but mine didn't have them. Now, let me tell you, ours has not had them either, and we just got them. So my aunt called me on the phone yesterday, and she said, hey, are you still looking for these? And I said, yes. She FaceTimed me and said, what colors? So we just personally got them in our store yesterday, I believe. So definitely go back and check it out again. All right, so let's head on over to Canva. I'm going to go ahead and switch this up here really quick so I can show you guys how easy it is to customize this here. Now, once again, if you guys have any questions along the way as well about any of the projects that I've done today or the free files or a plus membership, make sure you guys drop those down below. Brittany is down in the comments. I believe Dawn is as well. They're there to help you guys, but I will be answering some questions here in a little bit as well. So make sure you guys drop those and don't forget to use that hashtag dad. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up using Canva here. So with our graphics here, I get a lot of questions on how do we work with these, because when you first get them, they look like this, right? So let me start a new page. One thing that I recommend, depending on if you are going to be working horizontal or vertical, I would bring my page in as an 8.5 by 11. That's what I usually do. And then for today, I actually brought it in horizontal because I was creating a card. So when you first bring in these pieces, you're going to want to bring them over, the ones that you want to use. So let's go ahead and start with that background. So you want to start with your background if you have one and if you want to use it. So this is our background here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take it over to the right. Now, if you notice, we have these lines here. So it's going to help me figure out that center. So I know if I'm making a card, I know this is the center of my design, and I can pretty much then eyeball over here. That's about where I want it to be. Now, for my card, I'm doing a 5 by 7, so I would say it's seven high. So I went with about 6 high is what I did. So go ahead and I drug this out until I got to about that 6 inches, which is somewhere right about here. And then I would kind of size that up there a little bit. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and bring that down just a smidge. I think maybe I did around 5, but just so you have enough room, because we're going to trim off the top and bottom. So basically what I'm going to do today is I'm not going to get too nitty gritty with that, but just to show you how to layer these. So you're going to get with your background layer first, and then we're going to go ahead and go in. So let's go in with Dad with his pants. So you're going to bring that in here. And then I'll start to size this out, and I can adjust these as I need to. So let's go ahead and get our pants here. Next pieces, I'm going to go ahead and bring in, there's multiple color hoodies and all of those things. Everything is in multiple colors. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one here. And then once again, I'm going to just kind of line it up with my pants, and I'm going to drag it out until it's perfectly going to set. Now you see how those are perfectly setting on top of each other. They look perfect. You don't want to, get it and leave a gap like this. You want to layer them on top. And if you need to bring them in front of each other, you can definitely do that as well by going to position and changing whether you need to move it forward or backwards. All right. Now, say for example, I've got going here and I'm already like, I need to size it down a little bit. What I can do, let me grab my keyboard here. What I can do here is I can select it. So I'm going to hit Shift, and then I'm going to select his hoodie as well as his pants. And then now what I can do is I can actually size these pieces together. I didn't mean to grab all 3, but you could size those together, not just individual. All right, next up, we're going to go ahead and grab Dad's head. And it's so silly because you have these pieces here, but we're going to layer. So say, for example, Dad, we're going to, which let me see. Let me go back up here. Okay, for Dad's head. So if I was doing just Dad, so if I was doing, for example, Mom and Dad, I would want to keep the Dad's head, right? And you see how it's on top of his hoodie? I'd want to position that. I'd go to position and send backwards and see how it tucks behind, which that's way too big. But if you're not just, you don't have to put Dad's head there. So if I'm doing the little girl, I don't have to keep that. So I'm actually going to do undo, undo, so I can get rid of it. All right, get rid of that. We're actually going to bring in the girl. So I'm going to grab her hoodie, and I am going to, actually, that's not the girl's hoodie. Y'all bear with me for just a second. Let me see what, yes, it is. No, it's not. It's this one. All right, so the next one, say I'm bringing in that girl's hoodie. I'm going back and forth so I can kind of see what I did here. Is I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually, it's not the hoodie. Delete. Y'all ignore me. The next piece is her shorts. So we're going to go ahead and start to line this up on top of Dad, which is right here. So you're just going to line that. See how those just perfectly sit on top of each other like that? Looks really good. So you really want to play around with that until it looks like they're lined up perfectly. And then you're going to go in that next piece. So we have the girl's hoodie here. So we're just going to go ahead and now line this one up. And it's going to be the same thing. You're going to want to make sure you're lining these up with her shorts. So I've got it kind of hovered above. If you need to move it in front or behind, you can do that. You can also use the arrow over on your keyboard if you need to just move it in small increments to do that. Now, once again, I could select over everything like this if I needed to and start to size down a little bit. I can see I'm getting a little bit crazy there. And then now we're going to go in to the little girl here. So I'm going to grab her head, and then I'll do the same thing. I'll kind of go on top. Now, if I need to size that down a little bit, I can do so. And then once again, if I need to, see how it's on top of her hoodie? If I need to move it where it's behind, I'm going to go to position and then move backwards. So that way the hoodie is sitting on the back of the hair. And then we're going to do the same thing. So with Dad's hands here, bring those in. We're going to line them up here with his hoodie, just like that. It is that easy. Now, if I need to, I may need to adjust a piece here and there. I'm just going to make sure that everything is lined up really good. So you can see that easy, I was able to pile those in because there's different colors. Like I said, there's, all different pieces of colors from your hair to your hands, all of the pieces here. So another thing is if you want to bring Mom in, you can do that as well. And then I wanted to show you one more piece. So there's actually this piece right here, which is Boss Babe. So you see how it goes on her hoodie as well as the Dad's. And then I could go ahead and expand that out as well, right? And say something about like that. So you see how it's lining up with hers as well as his, but then I have Mom over here and I don't want her anymore. All we simply have to do is go to crop, and then I can drag that past so that way I can get rid of it. I'm going to hit done, and then we're done with that. So it's really that easy. So So once again, you can keep going. You can add mom next to him like I did right up here, and you can just add those pieces in. And another piece that I did have, which was right here, was the I may be small, but I'm the boss. So if you want to add that in as well, you could also do that where that's going to be on the inside of the card. So whatever you want to do with those. Now, once you are done, you're simply just going to go to share and save it from here. So it's super duper easy to use those. Once again, if you have any questions about that, and if I went a little bit too quick, let me know. But basically with those graphics, what they're letting you do is have all these different options, you know, like I said, from the pant color to the hoodie and all of that different stuff. And you're just going to piece those one by one. And it's really neat. You can, once again, put this, you know, create the card like I did today. I'm like, where did I put that? Which is right here. So you guys could definitely do something like this. And then whenever I made this card here, we can go ahead and go big. We can go ahead and exit out of here really quick. Let me see if I can get, we can go ahead and make it full screen. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So as for this card right here, whenever I printed this off, so you guys can see that it's over there, it printed on an 8.5 by 11. So for this to be a super quick project, number one, this is free. Number two, you can even print this on plain copy paper if you wanted to. I printed it on plain cardstock that I got locally from a store. You can even send this, once I have this designed out, I can send this to be printed off at Staples or wherever I need to if I didn't have a printer. So it's going to cost you like 25 cents. And then I just took my paper trimmer to trim it down to a 5 by 7. So like I said, I went ahead and left a piece at the top and the bottom. I left a little bit on the side so I can trim it off. And this card was perfectly sized down to 5 by 7. It is so stinking cute. I'll try to bring it in so you guys can see a little bit better. But how cute is that? Last minute card for dad. And you can really personalize that and just, you know, however you want to do it. I really love it. I think it came out cute. And we have a ton more like this. So if you need more people, so say for example, dad's got 3 kids, he's got a boy or whatever, we have tons of other designs too over on Design Bundles, but this is just one of our free files to do some last minute stuff. All right, are you guys ready for Q&A? All right, so let's see if we have any questions here. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Amy. Thank you guys for joining us today. And thank you guys for bearing with me and listening to all of my cruise details and bearing with me while I kind of try to get my legs back from the sea. All right, let's see. Is Canva difficult to use? It's actually not. It's super easy to use. They have a free version, and that's what I would recommend. And it's really easy. It's not too bad. If you guys want to see some more Canva tutorials, if you will, let me know and we can definitely get that done. All right, let's see what else we have here. What machine are you using? If you're talking about this one here, this is a tumbler press. It's, I believe it's either a 7 or an 8-in-1. This one is from Heat Press Nation, and it is their signature series. If you are talking about the Cricut Easy Press, this is the new Cricut Easy Press 3 in the 10 by 12. Let's see, what else? Do you guys have an offset feature? Yes, we do. So we do have an offset feature, and we actually have tutorials for that. I'll definitely do that in another one because, like I said, we've done some just to kind of keep this going. But yes, we do have an offset, and it's super easy. If you go down to the bottom right, at the very bottom, it'll say EFF. Click on there, and you will have that option. It'll say strike. All right, let's see here. Random question. I have a Cricut Easy Press is 360 degrees, hot enough to sublimate a shirt. Yeah, you know, because before when sublimation first came out, we always thought we had to sublimate at 400 degrees. So if you were sublimating, say at 360, you may need to bring your time up to a little bit more, but I would recommend to probably do around 385. So if you have the original Cricut Easy Press, I believe you can go to 385. Let's see here. Do you have to use Canva for these, or can you do this in Design Space? Sorry. Yes, you can do this in Design Space. You can also do this in Silhouette Studio. If you do it in Cricut Design Space, keep in mind, you're only going to be able to print it so big because it's going to automatically print the print borders, and then you're going to have to trim around that. Now, if you use Silhouette Studio, you can do the print. You can do that, and you're going to be able to print it really big. So I would recommend using Silhouette over Cricut. Let's see here. Is the Gildan hoodie a 50-50 blend? Let me look here. I want to say that this one is 100% cotton, but I will tell you right now. Nope, this one is a 50-50. So yes, you could definitely sublimate on this one. And just to make sure I give you, so this is the heavy bit blend. This is Gildan heavy blend. It's a white one. And yes, it's 50-50. So you could sublimate on this one as well. Let's see here. Are you going to show more design space videos? Still have it using? Yes, I will be doing more. And there is new updates and stuff like that. So I do have more tutorials coming. And we also have more tutorials coming for the silhouette as well. Let's see here. I believe that was the last question. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready for this giveaway. Thank you all for participating. Let's go ahead and hit draw here. Good luck to everybody. I am so excited. This is for three months plus gold membership. Dun, 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 dun. Who do we have? We have Lisa M. Bailey. Congratulations. Thank you so much for watching us from Facebook. Once again, Lisa, thank you so much for watching. All you have to do is simply send an email to mel@designbundles.net. Let them know that you won watching live today, and you can claim your 3 months free gold membership. So once again, congratulations to Lisa. And all you simply have to do is send that email to mel@designbundles.net. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We were super excited to have you. I hope that you guys have learned something new today, and go check out those free designs. Once again, there is pages and pages and pages. So if you guys are just now checking out Design Bundles, you can try those so you can see how our files work and all of that. And all you simply have to do is download it. You don't have to add it to your cart or anything like that. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.